Yes, and I continue with the Psalms of Fire. Psalms 83. Keep not thou silence, O Jah. Hold not thy peace, and not be still, O Jah. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from their being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have concerted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarites, Geb and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, and the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have opened the children of the Lord. Selah. give unto them as unto the Midianites, as to the Sisera, as to Jabez, at the brook of Kishon, which perished in Endor. They become as a dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb. Yea, all those princes as Zeba and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the house of Jah in possession. O Jah, make them like a wheel, and they stumble before the wind, as they burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountain on fire. So persecute them with the tempest, and make them afraid with the storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek the name of Jah Rastafari high. Troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is High Selassie Jah, most high all over the earth. See that.
I am King of glory, the Ancient of Days. So, my brothers and sisters, in one balance, and I go lead the Psalm 1, then we sing the song, Kadamaru. Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walks not in the counsel of authority, nor stands in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the sorrows, but I am the Lord of the Most High. And on his law and meditation night, I shall be a tree like the rivers of waters, that bring forth fruit in due season. I must not show the prosper, and whatsoever you prosper. But I shall be done the way. Therefore, stand the judgment of sinners in the salvation. For the means of life. King Rastafari.
And I go proceed with the Psalm 1 2.
As long as we have and meditation of our hearts, be accepted in His sight.
Hey! highly on this time, Emperor Haile. Yeah, it is good that we praise him even with song. So and I just humble the drums for Eligo Iowa to just share this word with brethren, to say how we are overjoyed with the, joy to chant together. Is the Haile Selassie, King Rastafari brought Anai together from, various provinces of Ethiopia to try and, bring about our original roots. For we know that these borders, they are, a design of the colonial masters trying to separate I. But the I being together in this time is a sign that I is coming together to march Babylon and to set higher, the standards that Haile Selassie he did set for I. For Haile Selassie say our Armageddon is over. Mighty Ija. You see, for Janos, the thoughts of man, even before man say a word, I lack ways to express the joy which is in I can feel the joy with the chanting. I can see I is filled with so great a joy to chant for the Most High. So how are we gonna share words of wisdom as we come here, preparing, even ready to share the glorious vibration that Haile Selassie I, the conquering Lion of Judah, he did manifest in I, even to send I among the brethren in this time, to say that no, we will overcome. We must not have even the fear, even though Babylon is strong, even though they might have, bombs and guns. I is of no fear. Haile Selassie never give I the spirit of fear, but Haile Selassie did give to I the spirit of courage and determination to make the dream of our forefathers come to manifest in this our beautiful motherland. Emperor Haile. It is the duty that I have, the task that I have to make sure, like Emperor Haile Selassie did say, our freedom in Ethiopia is meaningless when the rest of Ethiopia is in bondage. So it is the duty, my brethren, sisters, elders, the duty that we will have to pick up the strength as we chant together. Emperor Haile. It is a reminder, really, our Armageddon is over. It means that those tribulations of the past, they are no more in our midst. Because Haile Selassie come to redeem I. Haile Selassie is the fountain of wise mind. Like we will chant on the creed to say, Jawa's mind was given unto I. So that wise mind of the Most High given unto I, it must bring the light, to shine the light in this Ethiopia. The creed must be fulfilled. Is the task that we have, brethren and sisters, to bring about the reality that Haile Selassie did say, to say that Ethiopia is one. Ethiopia, it must have one, anthem, Emperor Haile, to say that Ethiopia, it must rise to the occasion. Like him, he say Ethiopia did not come later in this geographical, area of this Mother Earth. It was like there before, like any other area in this world. So I must make sure, my brethren, that this dignity of a black man, which has been stripped, Emperor Haile, the dignity of a black man that has been stripped, be restored. It must be restored so that I can equalize, the levels, the balance that we will crave for, to walk among other PZ races in equal footing, like His Majesty teach that we are all equal.
I cannot fight without Babylon.
Because
If they want more,
not
You
very
get them
well,
more. You want small, you get the one.
yes, sir.
Because it's the same distance. So that moment when one feel it, what you know, you start to realize how him wanted to feel. You want more eat, you want small enjoy. What you say will enjoy but that small.
this time. This is good because of the government.
Say fine.
I'm Elder Jeje. I'm representing the chairman of the NNC Moza. He is Bongo Daniel. He's working on the record. My Lord, there's one thing I want to say. Introduce yourself. Then, yeah.
In the Most High,
Rastafari.
King Rastafari, I man is Rastafari, hail from Gauteng in South Africa, the island of Report.
Yes.
Selassie.
Lord, please, we have to lift up a little bit. We want to talk loud, but we can't hear anything, my Lord. Can you start it again, my Lord?
I know it's last tutor from Swaziland. I know I help home championship the elders. So that's
Rastafari.
Sure. Rastafari. Greetings, Janishe. And Mambo Dombo, Vice Chair. And Epics Baba. Selassie.
And I respect, and I from here, and I represent my dear Joe. I represent you, the priesthood. Mozambique.
John and a black man representing with chairpersons. In fact,
Majesty.
Yes.
My name is Ras Islanders. I'm the chairperson of the Council of Elders in South Africa.
Anna is Rasmundao. I'm representing the islands of Records in Mozambique.
Greetings, Rasmatota, House of Soweto in South Africa, Island of Treasury, and also technical committee where we do ganja activism. Give thanks.
Rastafari. Rastafari. Yes, I Rasmaya Sumaha. I'm the part of the elders in Malawi, so I'm representing Malawi. Rastafari. Yes.
I'm Rasmanda from Azania. Yeah, I come also as an elder and also in my house as the secretary, Director of Records. Give thanks.
And Ambrose, Ras Ambrose from Eswatini. I'm serving as I'm an elect of record, the ancient.
My name is Iroy, Elder, Council here in Mozambique.
No, wait.
Yes, Rastini Bali from South Africa. Yes, I'm the chair of the trust, the guys trust, in the house, making it as well in the house.
I will give thanks for.
What was your name? What are you?
We don't hear my elder. Loud up your voice. My name is Ras Joshua, representative.
It is a revolution in the
It's really high.
It is a revolution in the Kungu water fire, 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 Kingi water fire, 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 Kungu water fire, 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 It is a revolution in Addis Ababa. It is a revolution in Addis Ababa. Kungu water fire,
Hoje aqui na House é o nosso diretor nacional dos assuntos religiosos, o Dr. Bashir, o seu companheiro ali ao lado, estou a esquecer seu nome, mas posso apresentar novamente. E eles cá estão para juntos então partilharmos um pouco daquilo que é a nossa vida, para eles também terem conhecimento do que é este movimento em que nós estamos, o que é que representa este movimento do Southern African Nyahbinghi Council. E, sem mais delongas, eu vou então, com a permissão de eu chamar o Rasmaeso, representante do Malawi, para que ele então possa fazer uma apresentação geral daquilo que é o Southern African Nyahbinghi Council. Ele é
Haile King Selassie.
Brethren, I was telling in a few words that this is our guest that we were long waiting. It's our National Director for Religious Issues. So in this moment we are going to give the platform for Rasmaez, for him to present the Nyahbinghi Southern African Council. Eli
King Selassie. Rastafari.
Haile
Selassie.
Jah. Yes, sir. We respect His Imperial Majesty Emperor Haile Selassie as our Father, God and Creator. And also, we have to respect our special visitors who come to be with us in this special day when we are gathering together here at Intaka, Maputo, in Mozambique. Yes, I'll give a brief historical account of Southern African Nyahbinghi Council, which we call it SANC. It started when we had an assembly of Rastas in Malawi, where we see our brothers and sisters from the neighboring countries. They visited us to show the unity and the love. So with such, we remember we are also requested that we should visit our brothers as in our traditional manner. We always visit each other. If your friend visits you, you must also visit him. So we saw it right. Then the first move was to Zambia, where we visited our brothers in Zambia. Yes, and that was around 2018. Then from Zambia, we decided that we should also go to Zimbabwe in the mission and the plan of bringing all the Rastas within the SADC region. As we know that our elders, they make the SADC as a one region. We are using same type of passports, same type of driving license. So we have also seen that also we Rastas, we should work together as one family. Then from Zimbabwe, we also went to Malawi. Then the program was that the next assembly should be held here in Maputo, in Taka. That was 2019. But due
to the effect of coronavirus, it enabled us because of the restriction that were imposed by the government, that we failed to come to Maputo here to link with our brothers and sisters. And with such, the Most High Rastafari made it possible this year, because now we are free from all those restrictions. Then we decided that we should continue with our mission of unity to come here in Intaka. And we believe that from here we also schedule another country that we want to visit. The main purpose of this movement is to enhance our interaction within the community and also to learn from each other, because we know that the boundaries which we have, they were just artificial boundaries that were created by the colonizers who wanted to divide us and rule us so that we should be weak. But with our other research we conducted, we have observed that if we look at the culture of Mozambique, the culture of Malawi, the culture of Zambia, the culture of Zimbabwe, South Africa, there's similarities, you see, there's something which is similar. So we saw it good, as Haile Selassie is the father of Organization of African Unity, and we decided that we should start it from the southern region, considering that we have to unite within the southern, but it's a mission that is still going on. If we see that it is working within the southern region, we also proceed to the upper side. And it is really good, as you have seen, that our mission is not only to meet with the Rastas, our brothers, they are not only Rastas, but also you who are in the administration of the government. You should know us, and you should also realize that is Mozambique Rastas. They are not only alone, or they don't do things by themselves, but they are connected and interact, and they work with brothers and sisters within the African region. So with that, through the mission we have been learning from each other. We have learned what Mozambique has done, we have seen the skills, the talent, the knowledge, and the wisdom that our brothers has. This is what we have taken, and we will use it in our countries. And we believe, as we have done this, and if we continue to be doing this, we will make one Africa, we will make one unity, and we will not see each other as the neighbors who don't talk to each other, but we will see each other as brothers and sisters. So this is the objective and the mission of the Southern African Nyahbinghi Council. As we said, we are doing it at a spiritual level, not at a governmental level, because we are not there yet. So we said good that you managed to come to be with us, and we want to assure you that we work together hand in hand with our brothers here in Maputo, in Malawi, South Africa, Eswatini, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and also Namibia, only that our others, they failed to come because of financial problems. But we hope that next time you will see them here, because even when we are going to other countries, this is not the end of us coming here. Next time we'll also come this side. And we salute for your presence, and we hope that with this union, we'll bring a very fruit which will be sweet to the African unity. At that juncture, I should leave it to our presenter, Rastafari.
Swahili I.
Alikin Selassie, first in Brisbane, Rastafari.
Neste momento vou convidar o representante do Conselho dos Adultos, Conselho dos Geldas, para então dar um tutorial daquilo que é o movimento Rastafari a nível religioso, assim podemos dizer. So, I'm Elder Ras Iroy. Can you please take your platform to present the Nyahbinghi order for I guests. Selassie.
I greet you all. And I also greet the podium, the honorable guests that came to us. It's an honor for us to welcome them amongst our midst. What I want to say to them is that we are Rasta community. Our values are based on the Christ, the King of the world. So we consider ourselves as his children or his soldiers. Our concept is the same, but yet it differs a little bit in terms of how we see things directly. We see the Christ, Haile Selassie, in his fulfillment, that as a lamb, they killed him in those times of the ancient times. But prophetically, he says he will come again, you know, to wake us up from dying, from the ignorance of the spirit. So we learn from him to activate ourselves, to become a better citizen of the world. So this is our structures. It's called a tabernacle. This is where we gather. It's represented by 12 poles. It has got 12 corners. These 12 corners represent the 12 disciples that follow the Christ. So we believe that they are always around about us as our spiritual guides, as our angels, to direct us how to do things that are heavenly, beyond our physical. So we believe that we are here to represent the heavenly kingdom. As much as we are human beings, we are physical, but we connect our spirit with the heavenly kingdom. We take the laws of nature, we live by the basis of laws of nature. And we believe in humanity, respect of every race, every individual. We respect our elders, we respect our ancients, we respect our mothers, our women, we respect everyone in the community. So we are also a format of a churchical community. We have our prayer sessions at times, observe the Sabbath day also is part of our obligation, our law. I will be brief. I will not go further, but to say that we are the soldiers of the Christ. For when he died, we also died with him. But now that he is awakened, he is alive, he is anointed as king, we also reason with him. So we are marching with him as soldiers of the Christ. So I would like to give thanks for your honor to be with us, and we hope that whatsoever we will be able to present to you, you'll be able to afford us, you know, in your endeavors to find a space in your activities to consider that we are also part of the society in the world. So with those short words, I'd like to give thanks for this opportunity given. I thank you all.
The strength for the words, and I Congo, Congo Iroy, with thanks. So, brethren, senhor diretor, eu vou então, neste momento, apresentar as nossas delegações. Vou chamar o delegado do Zimbábue, o representante dos delegados do Zimbábue, Ras Dombo. Please, Ras Dombo from Zimbabwe, please present your delegation. Yes.
Sure.
And I give thanks to the nation of Rastafari to stand as one. This year's struggle must stand as one to overcome all the problems. We give thanks to Nyahbinghi, Mozambique. They welcomed us here, Rastafari. In short, the word of His Imperial Majesty on spirituality. The temple of the Most High begins with a human body, which houses our life, the essence of our existence. Africans are in bondage today because they approach spirituality through religion provided by foreign invaders and conquerors. Spirituality is not a theology or ideology. It is simply a way of life, pure and original, as was given by the Most High of creation. Spirituality is a network linking us to the Most High, Rastafari of creation and Empress Midnight, the universe and each other. As the essence of our existence, it embodies our culture, true identity, nationalhood and destiny. A people without a nation that they can really call their own is a people without a soul. Africa is our nation. It is in spiritual and physical bondage because the leaders are turning to outside forces for solution to African problems when Africa needs is within here. When African Russia's people came together, the world came together. This is our divine destiny. Selassie. And I give thanks.
Never introduce yourself, never introduce to a fellow.
Rastafari. Love. Our body from Zimbabwe. Rastafari. And King Dombo Selassie, Vice Chairman Nyahbinghi Zimbabwe. Selassie.
The name of others.
Rastafari.
Yes.
Delegation from Zimbabwe. Selassie. Rastafari. You can
introduce them. Give them name. Introduce them. It's you who have to introduce
Rastafari. Our ancient Bingman Joba. Selassie. Our chair, King Blackman. Rastafari. And where are the others? Another ancient Shaka Iris. Rastafari. Give thanks.
Agora vamos chamar Ras Judah, representante de SADC. Please, Ras Judah.
Hi, my name is Ras Judah, chairman of the elders in Swaziland. Come here because we are one community. We respect and we honor you coming here to represent the government. Give thanks and praise. I am with my electoral records, Ambrose Swane from Eswatini. Give thanks and praise. Respect.
Agora vamos dar a palavra ao Bongo Alari, representação então da nossa comunidade. Iliai!
I greet everyone in this assembly in the name of the living Father. I also welcome everyone. Also, I am against. We say we give thanks for your presence in this assembly, whereby together we go deal, we go share all what we have for the benefit of African children, to pave a way for the progress of I Africans. So which means we have to unite, we have to become together and chant these oppressors to come to divide us. So I is to give thanks truly. I will present myself. I'm Ongo Halar, representing the Council of Priesthood in Mozambique. So, my turn. Yes. We have the INI elder here. It's Elder Jeji. He's a chair president of Nyahbinghi House in Moz. We have the INI brethren, Bongo Gadi, Bongo Solomon, pardon. Bongo Solomon, Ras Solomon, is our secretary, is our treasurer. We have an elder Roy, is our elder in the council. Rastafari. Dance.
Distinguished guest, Ricardo. And to our sisters. Our presentation is taken and given by the Rastafari community of SADC after having a consultation with different member states who formed members of SADC. And we came up with challenges that are faced by the Rasta community in all the region of SADC. And we'll outline what are the challenges and how each country has dealt with or is dealing with the challenges that are faced by the Rastafari community in each country. But before I go far, I want to start with a speech of His Imperial Majesty, our God and King, when he speaks about African unity. It says, whole of unity, whole unity. But through all that has been said about means, we discuss alternative paths to the same objectives. We engage in debates about techniques and tactics, but when semantics are stripped away, there is little argument amongst us. We are determined to create a union of Africans. In a real sense, our continent is unmade. It still awaits its creation and its creators. It is our duty and privilege to rouse the slumbering giants of Africa, not to the nationalism of Europe of the 19th century, not to the regional consciousness, but to the vision of a single African brotherhood, bending its united efforts towards the achievement of a greater and a nobler goal. I end of Ilya. Through words and through sound, that's how we kickstart our presentation.
because we take inspiration from Haile Selassie, being the father of African unity. He is also steering us today, this mission that we are engaging in of uniting the SADC. It is also inspired by the works of His Imperial Majesty when he speaks about unity being the accepted goal. Here they are. Yeah, I'll start with one of the members of the SADC region, which is South Africa, commonly known as Tanzania. Yeah. The struggle that the Rastafari community experienced in South Africa, it was the issue of victimization of youths going to school, having challenges of children going to and fro and caught in and out, and finally the Rastafari community approached one of a Chapter 9 institution, which is the CRL Commission in South Africa, which is entrusted with protection of democracy in South Africa, as per the Constitution of South Africa. It granted the Chapter 9 institution the binding force also, that its recommendations will have a binding force to the government. Really? So the CRL Commission embarked into a research. It went to the Rastafari community, engaged research, and sat with the Rastafari community in different sectors of the Rastafari community. It take all the concern that the Rastafari community raised about their violation of their children's right to access to education, which Section 28 of the Constitution of South Africa grants the children the right to education. Yet, here's laws that and policies that are an infringement to those rights that Rasta children must enjoy under the Constitution of South Africa. So the CRL Commission said and came up with recommendations. And those recommendations are called the 44 recommendations of challenges faced by the Rastafari community. That document is also a public document that can be accessed by anyone. And in those recommendations, the Chapter 9 institution outlined to each and every department in South Africa that must either change or amend its policies in relation to the treatment of the Rastafari community, be it in the prison, be it in the hospitals, be it in job workplaces, and be it in terms of local government where the adherents of the Rastafari community reside. Also, it recommends what must be done, how land should be allocated for the Rastafari community to have their sacred places and sacred places of worship. So these are the recommendations that came out of the 44 recommendations as per the CRL Commission. Here they are. And after that recommendations, the struggle of the Rasta community didn't stop there. It continued and continued to such an extent where one Rasta who has been trained as a lawyer, who wanted to be admitted to be given the article of clerkship in terms of the recommendation or the requirement of being a legal practitioner in South Africa. Our brother has been in and out because he was denied the right now to practice his occupation and the choosing of his occupation. Now the right is also denied due to the fact that he is in usage of ganja, which is commonly known as cannabis. So that also caused the Rasta community and him, led by him, Gareth Prince, to approach the Constitutional Court, the court of the land, who from the higher court they declined to grant him the right to be admitted because of his criminal record of cannabis possession. So he took the matter to appeal. He also lost, went to the Constitutional Court. He lost also by a small margin. From that judgment, the Rasta community engaging with the judge, the justice, who was in favor of the judgment, the minority judgment of the court, which the majority judgment declined to grant Honorable Prince the right to practice. But the minority judgment, they were citing interesting issues that the Rastafari community, when they analyzed those points, they saw that the battle must continue. It's not the end to lose this case. We have to look at this other aspect that the minority judgment in South Africa did raise. We took those recommendations and kept on following up and following up. And then the ganja issue went also to a place where there is a cannabis couple which also took the matter to High Court, challenging the current laws that decriminalizes marijuana. And with Darren Prince also, they had a trial called a trial of the plant, where scientific information or knowledge or evidence was brought from outside of the continent, from professors in UK who came to show the government that there is no harm in cannabis as compared to the harms that are caused by tobacco, alcohol, and sugar. So when the scales of harm were presented in that trial of the plant, it shows and proving that cannabis is the least harmful of those drugs that were listed in that evidence presented by the professor from UK. And then the community of Malawi also, they also experiencing challenges. For instance, the recognition of dreadlock was also a point of discussion, point of focus. That's where the problems start, when children avail themselves to school wearing their dreadlock. So Malawi also had the same issue, and also they had a case that was paraded in court to challenge the decision of a school for expelling the learner to attend school. And the case has been pending, dragging in Malawi. But now, in what came out of this engagement of Malawi, the court ruled that there's no law that denies dreadlocks learners to attend school. It's just the schools are just abusing their power, they are abusing the law because they are not acting within the framework and the prescript of their own laws. So that also was raised as a point of concern from Malawi. And for instance, in also Malawi, there is a Rasta graduate who after graduation, when he was supposed to be employed for a position that he was fit to, he was denied to practice as a lecturer because of his wearing the dreadlock. Those are the struggles and challenges that the Rastafari community experienced. However, Malawi found itself in a problem economically because Malawi was dependent or is dependent on tobacco. And now tobacco is no more fashionable. People are becoming conscious by the day. Now tobacco is no longer able now to inject the economy of Malawi due to the challenge that tobacco is no longer, now here is a counterpart which is cannabis, but they cannot exercise it because of the restrictions that they are based upon them as the government of the state. So now the country came up with the Cannabis Regulatory Authority, which also tries to regulate how one can store cannabis, how one can cultivate quantities of cannabis in Malawi, and also the licenses which also are issued for distribution and selling of cannabis. These are the things that happen in Malawi as we speak. But the only restriction in Malawi is that a license, when it's granted to a person, is only allowed to trade with another license deal. So it's also another impediment to the Rastafari community. Now the challenge is here at home in Mozambique, the city of Samora Machel. We have experiences from our brothers here that they are also not sitting well at home. They are also being hampered to develop as a Rastafari community by the laws and the happenings that they are experiencing. For instance, hardship experienced by Rastas in Mozambique, including the right of schools or children to access school with their dreadlocks. There is challenges there and there, which the Rastas are starting to engage with your government, trying to find alternative ways to resolve the differences that are existing between the Rastafari community and the Mozambique government. So this has been also engagement with the Rastafari community, where they are raising the issues of dreadlock for their students and also the issues of IDs. It's been a challenge for the Rastas to appear for the photo in the ID and to have the ID wearing their dreadlock, and that also is hampering their economic rights because they cannot access all the other grants or any other support that government has. It starts with the Home Affairs. If you fail at the Home Affairs, it means your life is always at a stagnant position because you cannot move, you cannot access the other rights that are granted by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. You cannot access because of that ID issue.
I greet you all, brothers and sisters here. And I will start to thank you for this invitation. And maybe start from the last, or start from the end of your presentation. I do start in that way because as you may understand, these are still challenges. And the challenges today is not only on a community, like for example, the Rastafari community or movement. Challenges are everywhere and they touch everyone in different ways depending on the situation and the condition of that person. Challenges on human rights of people, we do have relating to people with disabilities, relating to people with albinism, relating to people with other conditions. And these human rights, depending on where they are, these people, they are more or less, observed. And everyone has the right to exercise these freedoms and liberties, especially the ones which are enshrined in international instruments, as the advisor here was saying. For example, ICCPR, which is the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Universal Declaration, the African Charter, and all these are rights. And most of these rights, if you see all these instruments that he made reference here, Mozambique is part to already. I mean, they have been already signed and ratified by Mozambique. Mozambique is part. And because of that, as he also made reference, they are enshrined in the Constitution. If you see what he was saying of freedom of religion and faith, it's already there in the Constitution. And somehow, these are rights that are somehow being, if you see, for example, the example that we are saying now, my presence here is already as an example that we are observing the right of everyone, and not only one or other religion, but all of everyone and every religion. That's why we are here. Of course, this doesn't mean that since we are here, everything is okay. And even if we look other religions, not only the Rastafari movement, but also if we look, for example, the Yeah, the Seventh Adventists, yeah, all those have their own kind of cultures or religion. They have also their own needs, which sometimes are not observed by the law of the country. We have, for example, the Jehovah Witnesses, for example. They have their own challenges because they have their own beliefs, which are contrary to the laws of the country. So what I'm saying is that you cannot feel like you are the only one which of not being, your rights being observed. These challenges are still there. What I want to say is that you have to still to fight for what your belief is. You will not find yourself, giving up to fight for because the law says in that way. You have to bring what you have as your culture, your rights, and try to find where you can take these and have someone who can take that to the right institutions. The advisor was saying, he was talking about, for example, I am very respectful of Chapter 9 of South Africa, all institutions there. I mean, of course, South Africa has had its own developments in history, especially the last constitution, the way it came, the history behind it. Yeah, it's a bit different from us. It made a revolution exactly because the way that it came, make all this empowerment, after all that long time in apartheid time. So it means that something changed, but still, even though still there, these challenges. What I'm saying is that since the Rastafari movement has already recognition in Mozambique, it's already a win. It's already something, you understand that? You understand that? It's already something. So you have to start from there. Because if you didn't have the recognition, that will be even worse. Because you had to start from beginning for the recognition first. But you have already the recognition. What you need now is the other rights within that recognition. So what I mean is that you have to look for the institutions as, for example, he said, the commission that helped taking that issue for front, because it was not only the movement that did that, but the commission which is recognized within the constitution that made that issue. We do have here also the ombudsman, for example. The ombudsman is I don't know if you know, provedor de justiça, is in Portuguese. Yeah, the ombudsman is an institution that also helps the people when there is a conflict or a kind of conflict from people and the state administration. So if you take that, maybe, I'm not saying for sure, I'm saying maybe the ombudsman can look at it, see what is in the laws, the constitution and other laws, and how this can work for your cause. But I say that a cause, because what you believe is a cause that has to be fight for. You have also the National Commission on Human Rights. Besides the ombudsman, there is also Comissão Nacional dos Direitos Humanos. There is a national commission. Actually, South Africa also has one. In the Chapter 9, there's also a national commission. It's a commission of Human Rights Commission. So this commission also helps people to try to bring their rights within the state norms. So what I'm saying is that you still have to fight for. And you have already a starting point, which is the recognition. From there on, you can go on. I'm saying that because we are, as Minister of Justice, we are the one who, of course, recognizes the religious institutions. But we are not the only one who can do anything. Because all these other depends also from other perspectives and other institutions. For example, some of these maybe can go until to the court. He was saying here, some of these cases you will take up to date. So what I'm saying is that you still have to fight for. One thing is important here is that it has been made for the first presenter who I don't know. You have these very unique names, so I didn't take them. I didn't take them all. From the first presenter, who said that this moment, the Southern African Nyahbinghi movement or council, is very important because it brings together these important identity cultures. We identify ourselves. I mean, the Rastafari movement itself is an identification of what us Africans have suffered for. Because all Africans suffered for. Everyone in Africa, besides Ethiopia, but everyone, suffered from colonization. And we did have, of course, differently from one and others, we did have different ways of free ourselves from that. Some we had, for example, us in Angola and others, we had to go to a fight. It was a very long fight with millions of people dying and so forth. Others maybe got their, freedoms, more easily and freely. But some others, we can say, did they really have their freedom? For example, the Francophones, somehow until last year, some of them were still sending money to France. So we still have to free ourselves. But this movement in Southern Africa, being that all the countries in South Africa, almost of them, we identify ourselves with the same cultures, is starting from there. So it means that all these challenges that he brought here at the end, that each of these countries, some of these countries have made already some steps forward. Some of them are still behind. So you already have examples to follow up. I mean, to start from, saying, okay, how did South Africa do it? How is the reality of South Africa different from Mozambique? And where can we, use the example of South Africa or Malawi or to bring it to Mozambique? I mean, these gatherings that you do every year and every moment, because you have many different moments to find yourself, are very important to discuss and to share experiences. And I think that from there on, you can also start from there. I'm not saying, I don't want to give you, saying that it will happen. But I'm saying that you have a cause to fight for. And everyone who has a cause to fight for has something to do. Is living for something. And you have to start from that. So that's what I can say not only as a director of where I am, but as a person who understands the rights of people. As we are talking before there, we have to respect. This is the point. You don't even have to accept, but you have to respect. This is what I think. This is what I think. You can't even don't believe it. You can't even don't want it. But you have to understand that the same way you want the people to understand you, to respect you for what you are, you have to do it for the others. So this is the point. Okay? So if you have a point to make, please make it. Look for where you can put it, where you can take it, and especially, maybe cannot happen everything, but something will happen. Maybe cannot happen tomorrow, but in one day it will happen. So this is the point. And I think if we look behind, we'll see that what is happening today, it was not happening for 10 years ago. Not in Mozambique, not in Zimbabwe, not in South Africa. Something changed. And that was changed started from some point. And it can still continue changing. It can still continue changing until one day your second, third generation or something will say, okay, our ancestors, our people behind, fight it for, we are together living it. So this is the only thing I can say. I don't know if these will be only words, but these are words that are coming from my heart. Finish. I mean, this is an issue. It's in a point that we can't stay here for all this day until tomorrow morning. Still continue doing these discussions because are very interesting and are very much issues. Maybe going for the end. Exactly what I say. But it's unfortunate that it's not going to be the government who is going to start to do the comparative studies. Believe it. Unless there is an issue of the interest of the government. Because the comparative studies doesn't only be made within the SADC or the African Union. And sometimes we do even further than here. Because most of the countries in SADC are from the common law. We are from the civil law. So it's some kind of different day if we do some comparative studies. So we can make more comparative studies with France, with Portugal, with Spain, because they are also civil law countries, than the SADC countries. But I'm not saying that there are not issues that we can do equally. What I'm saying is that legally, we don't only look on the SADC. We look even sometimes more on outside where the system, legal system, is more approach to us than the common law. What I'm saying again is that if we want to do it, what I said before, the movement itself has to identify what is in South Africa, what is in other regions being done for the movement. As, for example, the law you brought, I think you brought an act from Barbados or something like that. So you can bring some kind of that, saying that, for example, in that country, where also the system, the legal system is also civil law or something like that, is being applied in that way. And that if you bring that to the government, at least to the right institution, I'm saying here, the right institutions, it can be from the government or other powers of the state. Okay? Depends on where, but you can find the right institution and bring that as an example, what is happening in other. And then, in that sense, the government can look that as an issue and start doing it. But being the government itself as a starter, because as I said, the challenges are not only for the Rastafari community. The challenges are many. So it interests, it matters to who is directly, related to that issue, to start that, to bring that as an issue, to make it interesting to the government. And that from that point on, then it will start. You cannot wait for the government to start because there are many issues. And that's the point, that where are we going to start from? What is the priority? That is the point. Is that at this moment a priority to the government? This is the point. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that if you start that fight, because it's a cause, if you start that, to bring that, and then it can, depending on the way you bring it, depending on the perspectives you bring it, it can start to be a point. It can start to be an interest, and then from there on, because this comparative study will come later on, after it becomes an issue. When it starts as an issue, then you start discussing, then there's no way on how to do it without this comparative study. You have to see that. There's no law, there's no strategy, there's nothing that can be done in our country without comparative study. You cannot invent nothing today. There's everything invented already. What you have to do is that those who are abroad, those who are at home. Free up African people. No more apartheid. No more genocide.
That's
You want to also in, You want to also get Africa. Okay. Yeah. Those that would come from South Africa. South Africa. Ah, okay. With the different delegation. Okay. Now we have South Africa. Yes. It's a family. Yeah, graça macheira. Graça macheira. Graça tá pregando? Okay.
Jamaniva. Oh, the South African photo. Hey, we want this one. Mayesu, take even one for us. Please.
Yaman God.
That's
Yaman God.
We took the photos for South Africa. Another country.
Another country.
Zimbabwe.
Come try.
Yes, sir, that is Zimbabwe.
What is Swaziland?
Yeah, another country, another country.
Swatini.
Anyone else?
Yes, Madeline.
Please, I'm just saying.
No, is this what you did now?
Hey, bring us to
Land of cold.
Okay, next. Mozambique. Ah, the whole house is back.
Malawi.
Malawi.
Yes.
What is Malawi? It's only you. So we normally does like that. Okay. This. Okay.
This side. 2 7. Oh, okay.
And also. Okay. Where? This one. And also this one. Good. Yeah, let them be there. We are one. Okay. And we are like all right. Okay. Thank you. Yes, thank you. That's good. It's already Malawi there? Yes. Okay, thank you. Oh, I didn't know that. Mozambique is upset. Mozambique is upset. Mozambique is upset. Yes. So it's only liquidated. Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mozambique is huge. Hey, Mozambique, my people.
Mozambique.
Yes.
Hey, Mozambique, can I borrow you?
My people. That's my people.
Thank you. Não, os donos estão na terra.
Passa para ali, Jamal.
Estão em casa. Some photo. Please do it. Yes.
Record.
We need that for recording. Yes. Okay.
No problem. Hey, this congregation of Mozambique.
Yes.
Tonight I want you, all of you here.
It's all right.
That's good, yeah.
All of you inside. Don't run away.
Nice to meet you.
Today.
Give thanks for everything. Mayesu, give thanks for the speech.
Salute my.
Hey!
Rastafari, for the goodness and for the strength, Father. We give I night, majesty, Rastafari. Bless I night, sanctify I night, cause the whole continent to stand before I night. So I shall be redeemed from the struggle. To be part of the Muslim. Hallelujah! Praise the Lord, yes, I know. Sometimes tea, sometimes coffee. See, sometimes nothing at all. But I know, still call upon his name. Because Father is I know his shield and I know protector all the time. So even this time here in Mozambique, so I will give thanks and praises still in the name of our Father. Give us this your time and this opportunity, and this time I can arrive in the togetherness of our sons and daughters, so I can call upon his name and call upon his name to call, come and protect once and once. In a freeness of Africa, yes, this is trot, which is trotting forward, no backward. So then I know coming from the bondage of this white man. Here in house, we are not talking about outside, but speak of here inside. And still, the chains are still there. So it's for to unloosen them. But we start from the upstairs, because when your mind is not loose, so you cannot free your hands and your feet. See? So now, this is a good thing for Yes, Rastafari, it teaches so can know ages and knowledge of way where coming from and where and also can stand for the goodness. Because as he said to say, fight when it's necessary, but when it's not necessary, have love. So as today and tomorrow and the future of we praise the love, so the love can build so can come again as Africans. Because I know to say from the royal king, King of Kings, Rastafari. So that's why I still standing here, not just as the resident or president or what, but as the royal family for Ethiopia. So that's where I always need to call upon his name, for is leader all the time. All the time and give the wiseness. So we give thanks and praises for the brothers who did come and make this day for so can make this conference of in the celebration of 8th day of Father. You see? So now that shows to say, this is a birth of Ainai unity as African. This is a birth of Ainai wiseness, where Ainai wash up Ainai eyes, you know? Because your Ainai eyes were full of some dust. So then Ainai will need to go down to the sea. So now the sea can wipe, so then Ainai can see clearly. So now this day is Ainai will give thanks and praises for togetherness, because Rastafari is the one know what they're catering for. So even in this day, Elias Lasai, Ainai and Sanctify Ainai, it is a summit of Ainai, because Ainai starts from small, but Ainai we are growing bigger. Ainai tomorrow, Ainai will be see the Africa and one, as Africa is one. So because it's what Ainai Father El Selassie, he tell Ainai to say, Ainai, let's Ainai centralize and organize Ainai self. So it's what the duty Father he did. So Ainai and praise him. So he can open the gate, he can do all the other rest of the thing, but for Ainai to organize ourselves as his angels, as his Ainai. Because Ainai here, full today in this room, calling by his name, Elias Selassie. Let Ainai fulfill that work. Ainai will give thanks and praises, even for Ainai priest who hold up that heretical works. Was through Ainai is where Ainai beginning, the Irit. You see, when the Irit is free, because the Irit is the foundation of everything, you know. So it must be free, you know. It mustn't have no ism, schism, it mustn't have nothing, you know. But just pure and clean is the heart of the Most High Rastafari. Because the perfect love is to open as a key, open the chapter. Here we are. Give thanks and praises for the goodness of the Ainai singing. So let Ainai continuously glorify the power of the King. Let Ainai voices, from Ainai voice, where Ainai will sing from Ainai heart, is where Ainai will build this year's strength of Ainai. Yes, Ainai. Ainai, we are once a big family. Here, even Ainai, even this day, here Ainai come again. Let Ainai Selassie Father lead Ainai and righteousness cover this earth as waters cover the seas. To the name of the Father El Selassie, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering land, travel to one perfect love to the Most High Selassie.
City Rastaman tired of living a Babylon. And to the power of the King of Kings. I am
Get ready,
are you ready? Are you ready? Because them is tired. Oh yeah, thinking over. Is tired.
Great in temple, I'm a temple. Hail, the Almighty Abraham, Rastafari. Why is there many Maranatha? I give thanks and
I give thanks in this moment through the power of His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie and Empress Meneni I give thanks. I don't have plenty things to say, but it's to give thanks to be together in this time through the power of the Father. Most High Jah. I give thanks and I feel happy to know His Imperial Majesty, yes, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of tribe of Judah, elect himself to light in this world, and a mother, Empress Meneni, who come to show us the true living, the Most High Jah. Rastafari. I give thanks and I ask more and more knowledge, more and more understanding, more and more everything that is good through the power of His Imperial Majesty, Haile Selassie, the Kings of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of tribe of Judah, Hail mighty High Jah.
Rastafari.
I give thanks.
Rastafari. Empress Meneni at the Babylon, you don't know what you're
and with all, with full respect to every angel that is sent by His Majesty, in full respect to every Rasta who come to represent himself here, that everyone is sent by His Majesty, everyone is chosen for a certain special purpose, which means everyone is more important. No one is of less importance as we come here. No Rasta of less important. Same, everyone is of higher importance. Everyone is of most important. Everyone is deserve respect. Almighty Jah. take time to listen to one another. Then everyone is sent here by His Majesty, and then we take time to listen from the wise mind for each man, so that we set the balance. As we are, all the heads of kings and queens, we are here. We're full of knowledge. So we always give chance to one another and listen to one another in full respect that each angel has got the height of His Majesty. No one is superior or no one is inferior. So we want to achieve unity, Almighty Jah. Unity can only be achieved by one overstanding with full respect, knowing that we are equal. We are moving on an equal. Saying that all of us, we are the same people. So let's listen to one another. Pay ear to one another. We don't close gaps for one another. Say, give chance to one another. You don't close gaps that listen to everyone. Even that man that you see is quiet, talk too much here inside. Learn to listen, respect him, and try to hear what him say. He's sent by His Majesty for a special reason. Almighty Jah. We always give chance to one another. Even what we do, in all doing, we give chance. Even when we are chanting, we are just giving chance to another. Even when we are reasoning, we are giving chance to one another again, so that you get everything that you see. You go home to one who learn. You listen to others. Say, if you don't want to listen to others, then you talk alone. Then you are not learning nothing, because you are not getting from what others they think. See? What others think, you are not getting it. If you talk alone, then you not go add more, because you are just repeating what you know. You're repeating what you know. So this is the consciousness of what we have in Rastafari, that you pay ear and you respect each man. Say, for this need that we want to achieve, it's only be achieved with full respect. That this man, all we are of the same. Saying, His Majesty sent and I for a special reason. So, and I feel it's just to conscientize this unity, let's achieve it in oneness and in full respect and love. Almighty Jah. So, and I say, I don't go so much, but I just give thanks to Most High that let's utilize this chance that you are given from all sides that we came from. We've given this chance. We have used our resources, a lot of resources that will come to fulfill this mission. So let's take it as a serious thing that we are losing. We are pumping a lot of money and a lot of resources for us to come together. So we are not coming for entertainment to entertain ourselves and please ourselves. Saying we are coming here for a special mission, that we unite and build Africa. Almighty Jah. We are fighting for this. We are fighting for the total independence of Africa. We have a special mission that we, this generation, knowing that our elders, they have achieved their political independence. And then we have got a great task, this generation, saying, we are not Rasta for just to please ourselves, for people to see us we are Rasta. What we eat, what we wear, what we do, how we dance. Then we are for a special mission to follow the footsteps of His Majesty in doing. Saying we are not just following, even one part of it, but we are taking it in the fullness that His Majesty show us the way. Saying we are seeking knowledge. Saying we seek knowledge. Saying each one want to learn. Saying if you want to know, you have to seek knowledge. For knowledge is power. For whatever we are doing, if you lack knowledge, how to do it, then you always have to stumble. Then you stumble because you lack knowledge. But if you seek knowledge, whoever seek knowledge will find it. Then so let's humble ourselves and learn from one another and listen to one another and respect one another and love one another. For us to achieve this unity, let's see that everyone is at the same level. We are level and we listen to each other so that we achieve all what we want to achieve. Almighty Jah. So, and I will just bless up with with just one chant, as I slap my eye, what sound in power? My Jaja.
His Imperial Majesty Ilai, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, light of this world, Ilai. Royal greetings to the royal house of King David. Yes, Aina is Rasma daughter from the house of Soweto, also from the Gauteng province, and also from the National House in South Africa. Also, I give thanks for the gathering, give thanks for the wise mind that have considered to take this step to unite you know, and fulfill the mission that I elders have already set up, you know. So I give thanks for those who have initiated the work. Anna is here to strengthen also the work. And besides that, Anna is here also to celebrate the 8th day of His Majesty, you know. We recall that Adam was given the earth, Adam was crowned in the center of the earth, and Adam did fail the great mission that he was given. And he did lose the kingdom and lose it to Lucifer, you know. But the prophecy was given that after 5.5 days, the Redeemer will come. And he will redeem Adam, he will redeem Eve from the great transgression, you know. So His Majesty does speak of the first coming of our Creator on earth in flesh to come and redeem man and die and offer Himself, you know, as a ransom for those souls that have already found themselves in the pit. And He did say that in the second time, as the angel did tell also, you know, Mary, that a son will be born and he will be connected to the throne of David. He will bring proper rulership on earth. He will be the redeemer of the people. So and I, as we are here, in fulfillment of that, even in fulfillment of what we see from the books of Daniel, when it comes to the calculations, the actual calculations, when it comes to the birth of His Majesty. As it was declared to Nehemiah that from the second time, from the second building of the tabernacle, you know, the days will be given, and there will be 2,300 years that will pass before the coming of the second Christ. And we know that when we calculate, we ended up in the year 1844, that we know that His Majesty was now coming. 1835, we had the falling of the stars. We had the darkening of the sun. We had also the moon turning red to show that the prophecies were being fulfilled. You know, the stars that were falling, they came from the constellation of Leo, so they were called Leonids. You see, to prophesy that even the one who's coming will be coming from the tribe of Judah. He will be of the lion tribe. We know that even in Egypt it was prophesied that there will be the rising of the dog star that will rise during the 23rd of July. And that is the time when there was the flooding of the Nile. You know, it is called the inundation of the Nile. When there was the flooding, and the time of planting will start also in Egypt. So that is also related to the 23rd and the rising of His Majesty as the ruler, you know, according to Egyptian prophecies also. So Anna is here to declare that His Majesty is God in flesh, according to all biblical prophecies and according to all science and other secular knowledge that Anna have, that prove that His Majesty is God, you know, without doubt. So Anna is here to celebrate with the eyes and fulfill that mission that Congo Wati has already started, you know, of the great redemption of mankind from sin and condemnation, you know. And I give thanks for the wise ways that have been shared from the speakers that have been there. And I is well inspired to say the wishing must go forward, you know. Bless the ones who have done the work. It's a great work, my ancients. It doesn't need a lot of people. We are not here for numbers. We are here for those who are here for the work. You see, the work of the Almighty is done by a few. It's not done by great numbers, because if it's numbers, then we'll say the power was in the numbers. You see? So it's done by the few to show that His Majesty is Him who does and manifests everything. You know. And I give thanks unto the name of the Almighty. Give thanks for everything. So when I say how good and how pleasant it is when brethren dwell together in unity. It says like thy precious ointment that went down upon the skirts, even His Majesty's skirts that went down to the collars of His garments. It is like thy dew of Hermon, the dew that descended upon the mountains of Hermon. For there the Almighty commanded the blessings, even life forevermore. Eliai, I give thanks.
And our inheritance as in this in Ethiopia are the minerals, all the minerals that you see. And then the European, there is nothing that they inherited from His Majesty. It's only volcano, earthquake, unbearable heat and unbearable cold. That is their heat wave. Yes, yes. You know, so when Moses took the children of Israel from Egypt, they were all black. They were never white people. It doesn't mean that the children of Israel, they came in a ship to become slaves in Egypt. No. Jacob, when he ran away from his brother Esau, he ran away from Ghana to Kenya. That's where he got his sons, his 12 sons. And that's where even Joseph was sold, in Kenya. And the Egyptians, when they come in, they bought him, took him into. That's why their father will send his children to Egypt to go get some food. They were not crossing the ocean from overseas to go to Egypt for their brother to get food. No, it was just a distance that is you can walk within the continent. So all I'm trying to say is that now I'm coming back to His Majesty now, because this is his day. My brother, when he was giving an example of Yeshua the Messiah, them calling Jesus Christ, that one, since he came in this universe to be a lamb, to be slaughtered, he was born from a very poor background. And when you listen his teachings, he talks against riches. Every time he talks against riches, because he was from a poor. And that's why we chant, we have no silver and gold. Neither you silver nor gold. He was talking against riches. But His Majesty, because he came as a king of kings, he was born from a rich background. What does that symbolize? What was the significance of that? It means us who are living by His teachings, we should be rich. We should be rich.
Oh, yeah.
Rasta, now that His Majesty have break all the chains, Rasta must be rich. We don't deserve where we are standing today. That's why today we are here in Maputo. We are coming together. The brothers that have started the initiatives, it's not you, it's His Majesty. Living in you, He organized you
to come together. That's why today Swaziland also is standing in this ground.
Rastafari Selassie.
Yeah. Next time we will have Uganda and Tanzania will be standing right here. So this is huge. Every time there must be a starting point, but it's a journey. Even if we don't see it by our naked eyes, like the priest here have already emphasized, but the new generation will reap what we will be sowing. Now I have to bow to the kings and daughters of Mount Zion.
Will Rastafari again be my favorite? Ethiopia again be my
I just moving.
So just to greet I and I again this morning time to give thanks again unto him, Jah Rastafari, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of tribe of Judah, the King who come to break our chain and then Babylon. That's why we are here today to feel this happiness day, the day we're burning our Father creation. So give thanks again, brethren, if you are together like this, join. We know that another brethren at this time, another one hospital, another one a jailhouse, another one another safari shop, So we give them more prayer there in hospital to God bless them. Even them we need to be here again with us, but didn't succeed. So if we are here, we'll never be wise more than them, but the power of Him, Rastafari. That's why we are here to jumping. This is our traditional songs. That songs giving I more wise mind happening to joy to reach in Mount Zion. So they will know sabbatically. This is a holy day. We know that our Father making everything up around the 6th day. The 6th day, the 7th day, it was day of relax. That's why it's there that no one can touch anything in that day. That's why Rastafari, I, Haile Selassie, you come to give I more light. Our light is Him, Rastafari. That's why we are here at this time. We live our good ghetto, good bed. We have many things. We have comforted, but we live there. We here at this time together to pray Him, Rastafari. So, brethren, don't you help each other. I see that one wood is not easy to make a pot, make food, to make our food just to now. But if it is 3-5 wood, it's easy to make a fire. Like I was instrumental, we have our bomb, repeater found. But I alone, I can't succeed. We need our priest here and the altar. But if I'm alone, I can't be there, then I'm alone, Because I know one way that there are 2 ways. That way is moving so. But if you want to, you must move in the one way. Because if you want to move it there and there, after that you want to separate yourself. You can't reach where you go. That's why even if you want to fully Rastafari, you must do full Rastafari. It's that teaching here, who teach us. We know that in at that time, we was making our tradition that you want to make sango, go to sangoma, to ask that, hey, no man, I'm bad, my thing is not moving high. So why so? No, move that. If your father is run away, no, your father need to make something there just to release him. To move it there to buy that the animal to make sacrifice. Fire. But Rastafari keep us in that situation. So that little believe in Him. We are drinking beer, eating meat, smoking cigarette, drugs. But the sister will know Rastafari. Remove it behind. So Rastafari is that way. Rastafari is truth and right. That truth is not from Jamaica or from Inglaterra, from Mozambique, from Malawi, it's from Jah. As long you're following that Jah, as long open our scripture, it's our guideline. Because if you know catch the scripture, you'll catch what? See? After they will come in Stangom. Or after they to go for someone. Come to elder every time who will tell you? Because even you, him, you don't know their life. That's why, brethren, it's hard to follow Rastafari. Everything is there in a script. If you get scripture, you can lead our God. Your God. You can lead your family. So I myself, brethren, I'm happy so much to be together with angel, brethren, for different country, So we know that the country is the same, so this is them making those board.
Stand up.